Part A. Yeah. This module 1, basic concepts and programming basics, we will have 4 parts. Part A, B, C, D. So each class, we have 1 part. So today, I will do syllabus, that's the overview part. Then I explain the programming environment. And for this class, we need to do 2 programming projects. So I talk about the requirements for programming. Yeah. All right. First, let's look at the content of this class. So in the syllabus, I list the content, 4 blocks content. Yeah. Part 1, fundamentals. So we need to do some basic concepts about database management system. Very basic, but we need that background knowledge to understand higher level advanced concepts. Yeah, so that's part 1. Yeah. Part 2, most important part of this class, SQL queries. For this class, the most important technology we want to learn, SQL queries. Yeah, so I treat this as the most important part of this class. Okay, all right. Part 2, yeah. And pretty challenging, so we will spend a lot of time, pretty challenging. Yeah, okay, yeah, all right. The basic part and complex part. The basic part, not hard, so very easy. All right, yeah. But after we understand we can do the basic part, prepare ourselves good enough, then we will move to this complex query. Very complicated. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Part 3, advanced algorithms. We also although basic, but very important algorithms running behind the scene. We cannot see it inside a DBMS, but we want to understand. Yeah. So this part 3, algorithms and data structures for performance. Yeah. The performance here, we mean fast search. When you want to search data in your database, think about the database could be very large. For example, several gigabytes. Only the database, several gigabytes, pretty large. Yeah. So in the real world applications, it's possible. Some of the tables, you may have millions of records. When you type a query, you want to get a search result. How to get the fastest search result? There are some fast search algorithms running behind the scene, so we want to understand that part, the main idea. Okay? Yeah, so that's our part 3. Yeah. All right. Then part 4, current trend. Yeah. Current trend. Yeah. So what we are learning in this class, that's what we call a traditional database. Traditional. But the current trend, non-traditional. So we put a part 4, current trend. So what's that? Because in our current technology world, social media is very popular, right? Social media. So everybody uses a lot of social media apps, right? Yep. Social media, so there is some special data usage, different from our traditional database. That is the user's data, we want to make it searchable immediately in the world. Searchable immediately. That requirement is very special. In the traditional database, DBMS, the data you entered, we know we can use the traditional database management system to run the web applications, right? Right now, most of the web applications in the world running the traditional DBMS. We can say more than 90%. Traditional, we can say more than 90% web application running in the world using the traditional DBMS. The current trend, non-traditional, here we give a name called NoSQL. NoSQL. No, the meaning of no, not only. Not only SQL. That's the meaning, okay? Not only. Yeah. Less than 10%. Less than 10% of the web applications using the non-traditional, okay? So you can still see traditional DBMS dominant the business world, right? Yeah. But we know non-traditional also very important in the technology world. So we like to learn the basic idea. We cannot spend too much time, okay? Yeah. For this class, still, most of our time we will spend on the traditional DBMS. But we like to understand the basic ideas, how things work. Yeah. So that part, yeah, we will do as our part 4, non-traditional. Okay? All right? Yeah. Add question. MySQL. For this class, MySQL. What? Oh, you use, no, we will use a different one. Yeah, I talk about that. But because there are several other tools people can use. Yeah, some other students, yeah, so they use another different tool. Yeah. So that's okay. For this class, I use one, yeah, simple, popular, easy one, but I allow you to use all other tools. Yeah. Because the only thing you need, type the SQL command, right? Yeah. You can on your tool, you can type the SQL command, then you're fine, right? Yeah. So for this class, for the student, yeah. So if you are not familiar with any DBMS tool, graphical management, data viewing and management, data manipulation tool. If you do not know any, you use my recommended tool. If you have some tool already, yeah, then you just use your own tool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because some students also, last semester I have some students, at the same time, they may take a Java web class, 4010. In that class, there is another tool used. So some students may use that DBMS tool. Yeah. I also allow. Okay? Yeah. All right, we will get there. Yeah. In the syllabus. After syllabus, I will explain the software question. So we will get there. Yeah. All right. Oh, I need to control my time a little bit. Yeah, the clock is there. 5:15. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So that's this slide, the content. Then, when we do projects, I want to do web programming projects. Web programming projects. Yeah. Here I need to explain a little bit why I do web programming projects. Yeah. Some students ask me, this is a database class. Why you do web programming projects, right? Yeah. Yeah. Some people feel database, you just do SQL queries. That's the database. Actually, more than that. Yes, more than SQL queries. We know SQL query, that's the core of this course. But we need to do more than that. Yeah. First, if you look at the textbook, our textbook used web programming. So there is one chapter block, although very simple, preparing to do the web programming. Yeah. That chapter about the PHP, use PHP to do the web programming. Yeah. So based on the textbook, yeah, we need to do some hands-on exercise on the SQL queries, but we try to simulate real-world applications. That's the purpose. Another reason, because why the database, this knowledge is so useful in the business world. One of the biggest reasons, because in all the web applications, people need to use the database to store the user's data. Business data. So that's very important. Yeah. So we want to practice a little bit that. Yeah. All right. But based on my experience, previous a few years, I noticed some of our students in this classroom, some, yeah. So if I use last semester, approximately 1/2 of the students in my last semester, this course, they are not quite familiar with web programming. Yeah. Although for the prerequisite, we require everyone, you need to have the knowledge of 3010 before you enter this class, right? Yeah. So we need some basic web knowledge. Yeah. But based on what I saw, actually in the previous a few semesters, not just last semester, yeah, many students, so they didn't have good preparation in web programming. Yeah. All right. So this semester I will do in this way. I try to use my last semester, based on the experience from my last semester, I try to help those students who are not quite familiar with web technology. So I divide the students in this class in two groups. Okay? Yeah. One group, beginners of web technologies. Beginners. Yeah. So you do not know much. So that means I need to prepare you. I need to give you some tutorials to prepare you, get ready. Yeah, that's one group. Another group, experienced web programmers. So you already have that experience. You have done some web programming projects. Yeah. So that part, then, so you can work on the projects directly. So you do not need to, watch my tutorial videos. I prepared to create some tutorial videos. Okay? I just post under my lecture notes. So my lecture video, that's the main one. Below that main video for each class, I post a few small tutorials for beginners. Yeah. So explain basic concepts and show you how to get things work and work a few examples. Make sure you can do our normal projects. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, last semester, many students, yeah, so they cannot do. Yeah. They feel very hard. Okay? Yeah. So then, some students ask, why you require web programming? You know. Yeah. All right. Here, this one, that's I give you our reference website. Here, you know, the W3 schools. Many students use that. Yeah. So there are already many tutorials for beginners. For beginners, okay? Yeah. So I use a lot of materials from this website. Okay? I explain. I make some examples and I explain. Yeah. All right. Yeah. But I won't do it in class. Okay? Yeah. So for the basic web tutorial, I won't do it in class. Yeah. Because some students, they already know it. Okay? Yeah. So I want to save some time in our class time. Okay? So there I create some optional videos for those beginner students. So they can watch short videos, each one very short. Yeah. All right. Then, yeah, so this part 4, yeah, because we do not have time to do any project using this kind of non-traditional DBMS. Yeah. So if I have some example to show you, I like to make it optional video. Yeah. So I make some video examples, and I post as optional videos. Yeah. So in our test, homework assignments test, I won't give you questions from the videos, this part. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. But in the notes, I will talk about the basic knowledge of this part. That knowledge will appear in the homework assignments and the tests. So everything in the notes will appear in the homework assignments, quizzes, and the tests. Okay, yeah, all right. Main coursework. Yeah, I still, based on my experience from last semester, so this semester I try to modify slightly. Yes, yeah. Yeah, because some problems I noticed for this class, actually, it's pretty good. For this class last semester, the overall performance pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, this course is not very hard. Yeah. Not very hard. Yeah. All right, so the main coursework, 3 homework assignments, each one 10%. Now, total 30%. The homework assignments, yeah. So the questions for homework assignments, so yeah, so each one I give 25 questions. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So each one, 25 questions each. All right. So the question types. Multiple choice, true and false, short answer, and another one. Yeah. Another one. SQL query statements. Okay? Yeah. SQL query statements. Statements, actually, we can also call commands. Commands for DBMS. Yeah. You need to type using the SQL syntax to type that SQL command. Yeah. All right? Yeah. So this part. Yeah. 25 questions. Yeah. And no other types. So no coding. Yeah. So you do not need to write a program. Okay. Yeah. So coding we only do in our programming projects. Yeah. And all right. Yeah. Another thing, yeah, because homework 1, 2, 3, yeah, and we use these 3 homework assignments to prepare for 2 tests, midterm and final. Midterm and final, yeah. So for the homework number 2, I may like to split it into 2 parts, part A, part B, homework number 2. 2A and 2B. Yeah. 2A, that's before the midterm, okay? Before the midterm. 2B, after the midterm. Yeah. So, midterm here. Yeah. Before and after. Yeah. 2A, still the basic concept questions. Yeah. 2B, I like to practice query questions. So 2B, all query questions. Yeah. 2A, theoretical concept questions. Yeah. 2B, after the midterm, basic query questions. That's 2B. Okay? Basic, not complex. Because the first round, when we do practice, we practice basic query questions. Okay? Yeah. Homework 2. So then homework 3. Yeah. All right. Then quizzes. Yeah. Quizzes. Yeah. Quizzes. We will do total 5 quizzes. Yeah. Basically, each module we have 1 quiz. We will have total 6 modules, but the module number 6, the last module, we will do basically review and prepare for the final. Yeah. So for the content part, we only have 5 modules. So we will do 5 quizzes, each module 1 quiz. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And 5 quizzes, I allow you to drop 2 lowest scores. Give you some room. Yeah. Some students, maybe for some special reason, couldn't do well, not feeling well, various reasons. Yeah. But I give you this, even 2 bad scores, you can drop it. Okay? So we will use the top 5 quiz scores. 3 times 4, so you get 12% quiz part. Yeah. For the quiz quiz, I will use the Canvas quiz tool. Canvas quiz tool. Okay? Yeah. So I make quiz questions. Yeah. So no. Some of you, probably most of you have the experience using that quiz tool. Yeah. Multiple choice, true and false, short answer, these 3 types. Yeah. But the grading is automatically. Yeah. I won't do the grading. Yeah. All right. And I give you about 1 week. So each quiz, I give you about 1 week to do it. Yeah. So you should have plenty of time. Yeah. So the main purpose for these quizzes, you study the materials for the notes. The whole module, covering the whole module, so you need to study the notes, answer the questions based on your understanding. Okay? Yeah. So that's the quizzes. Yeah. All right. Then, so there is one thing special for this semester I may like to try a little bit. Yeah. Actually, for this course, it is not as hard as other courses like algorithm. Yeah. Algorithm usually much harder than this one. Okay? Yeah. Based on the students' feedback. Yeah. So this course not as hard as that one. Yeah. Yeah. But this semester I tried to do a special way to manage these assignments. So how do I do it? Yeah. Because based on the feedbacks from a few students, so that they feel, because last semester many students asked me for extension. When homework assignments, when we are close to the deadline, okay? Yeah. So then some students, ask me for the extension, not enough time, too much work, too many questions, things like that. Yeah. So this semester I may try to do a special way to make these assignments not overwhelming for you. Yeah. Not overwhelming for you. Yeah. So I may like to do in this way. I spread questions of these assignments as exercise questions after each class. Exercise question sets. Yeah. So this semester I try to practice this new idea. Exercise question sets. Yeah, this way. So what's that? Let me explain a little bit. Yeah. Basically, after each class, I need to give you some practice exercise questions after each class. Not today. Yeah, today we won't have exercise questions. So after today, starting from next class, after each class, I will post one set of exercise questions for your practice. When you study, try to answer those questions. Okay? Yeah. But I won't collect those questions, and I won't post the answers. I won't post, but I will do in this way. Okay? Yeah. Those exercise questions, when you do your work, keep your work. Okay? While you answer, when you spend time, study, so you figure out some answer, keep your work. Because it will be useful. Yeah. How do I use those questions? Later, when I make quizzes and homework assignments, I will use the questions from those exercise question sets. Because you have done, right? You have the answers, so it won't take you much time to do the regular assignments. How about that? Okay? Then I try to make your working load, spread out, right? Spread out in a long period of time. Yeah. Then, when you work on our formal assignment, you will not need that much time. So the pressure will be lower. So the idea is try to make your pressure lower. Okay? Yeah. Not too much work. Okay? Yeah. Although for each quiz I give you 1 week, that's a lot of time. Yeah. For homework assignment, more than 1 week, 1.5 weeks. So for the homework assignment, 1.5 weeks each. Yeah. So you have that much time to work for each homework assignment. Okay? Yeah? Yeah. So let me try to practice this way and see if we can get better results. Yeah. All right. Any question, just ask me directly. Yeah. All right. All right, so then programming projects and 2 tests. Yeah. All right. Programming projects, 2, each one 15%. Yeah. But these two project one, project 2, these 2, project 1, project 2. Yeah. Project 1, because I want to have those students, especially those beginners. So those beginner students, try to help them get ready. Yeah. So I like to give a project. They just review the web basics for those students. Yeah. So project 1, I just use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. JavaScript. Yeah. That means this one, no server. We do not use server. Okay? We do not use server. Yeah. Project 1. Because when we install our server, our software bundle, XAMPP software bundle, yeah, we may need to solve some installation problems. Yeah. 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 So it may take some time for some students. Yeah. So before we get ready our software bundle, that tool ready, we can already do this project, because we do not need any software, right? To do the project 1, we do not need any software, just web browser. That's enough. Okay, we double click it. So you write HTML with the JavaScript functions embedded. Okay, yeah. Then you implement some features. Try to get yourself familiar with the basic web technologies. Yeah. The second one, then we need to do the server-side programming. Database, server-side programming with database. The second. So server-side, we use PHP, programming, With database. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Because we need to have some experience, doing the simulated real-world web applications using databases. Not very hard, yeah. But I hope at least you need to have some hands-on experience. Yeah. All right. Then some students may ask me regarding the PHP server-side web programming language. So one student asked me last semester why we do not use Python to do the web programming. Yeah. Actually, the Python is not convenient for web programming, although it can do it. Yeah. Yeah, but not a good one for real-world production level programming. Yeah. So, and when we use Python, usually we do not use for web programming. Okay, so we use for other things. Yeah. Scientific computing, data science, AI. So we use Python for, other things, yeah, but not for web programming, mainly. Yeah. All right, yeah. Then, midterm, 12%, I give you the date. March the 6th, Wednesday. Right here, the same classroom, same amount of time, one class, 75 minutes. Open book, open notes, and you can use your computers, electronic devices to access our course materials. Yeah. All right? Yeah. But you cannot use search engines to find the answers. Okay? Yeah. That's one. Another one, you cannot use communication software to send answers to other students. So no communication software, no search engine, but you can do other things. You can, you do not need to print out all our notes, right? Save some paper, electronic devices. And if you, actually for this course, we won't have a lot of calculation questions. We may have some simple, as I know, almost none. But calculator is allowed, but we will not have many calculation questions. Small number, only a small number. Okay? Yeah. All right. Final exam, 14%. Yeah. The reason, because final exam, you can see this time, May the 6th, Monday, because you have 2 hours longer time than the midterm, 2 full hours. And in the final, in the midterm, there is no query questions, all concept questions. Okay? Yeah. No SQL queries. Okay? Yeah, midterm. Final, you have 10 SQL query questions. Okay? 10 query questions. Oh, we have. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Good. All right. Yeah. Other than 10, yeah. Let me 15 concept questions. Okay, 15 concept questions. Yeah. Midterm, yeah. Yeah, because we have shorter time, let me give you 20 total concept questions. Twenty concept questions. Okay? Yeah. 20 concept questions. No query questions. Yeah. All right. Any other questions? No. So that's pretty much I want to explain about the syllabus, the coursework. Okay? All right. Yeah. Oh, there is another thing. I didn't put in the syllabus, but I frequently use it. Almost. Yeah, so we run out of time quickly. Yeah. Another thing regarding the grace period of homework assignment. Grace period. So usually when the assignment is relatively hard, I give you a 1-day grace period. Yeah. Sometimes for relatively easy assignments, then I do not give you the grace period. Okay? The deadline, so if you pass deadline, I still accept late submission with penalty, okay? With some appropriate. So not too high, not too low, just some reasonable penalty, some points off. Each day, a certain number of points off. For example, 4 points per day penalty. Usually I use 4 points per day penalty, okay? But for some relatively hard assignment, for example, the query questions, it could be hard. Yeah. Sometimes, especially when you work on complex queries, you need to use a lot of time to do testing. Okay? So when you write one, you don't know it's correct or not, so you run on your tool, right? So you want to test it. Yeah. Then change here and there, That usually takes a lot of time. So relatively hard assignment. So I can give you 1-day grace period. Okay? Yeah. So then, if you just pass deadline less than 24 hours, no penalty. Yeah. So after that, more than 24 hours, 4 points per day penalty. Okay? All right, yeah, that's our first class. The remaining part, I will leave to the next class. Okay, programming environment, mainly about software installation. So I talk about it next class.